Today, I'm very delighted that again we are meeting here, as we always do, to strengthen the bonds of unity and fraternity of our party and of our state. Because we are very happy that there is stability in all institutions of our party, all institutions of our government also. You know that our party, the chairman and members of the working committee are working together in unity. This is probably the first time we have not heard stories of crisis within our party. So congratulations, Mr. Chairman. And congratulations all members of the working committee, all members of the state executive committee. I'd like to also congratulate all of you, the chairman of the local government area and the ward levels, because we are all working in harmony. And because we are in a season of restoration and peace, I'd like to also appreciate Mr. Speaker, who is also leading the most peaceful House of Assembly in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I just remarked a short while ago that it's only those who are blind that are not seeing the hand of God in our state. You know that in this state, before now, members of Excos of a party will always be fighting, suspending themselves. This one will be beating this one up, this one will be propagating stories about this, and crisis all over. Same for the House of Assembly. Until now, our assembly was a reference point of crisis. Bayelsa House did more impeachments of themselves and of others, of all office holders, more than any other House of Assembly in Nigeria. But in this dispensation, even at a period when ideally, when you look at it, things are not quite ideal. Because when I took over, what was replaced was just the governor and the deputy. All other institutions were intact. And yet, this speaker and our members of the House of Assembly are always united, supportive, and are continuing to do a great job. So we gave the House a round of applause. And same for the executive branch. You know that in this state, a governor will contest, win nomination with his two eyes open, go and take a deputy governor out of several people. And thereafter, immediately they start government. Katakata will bust. To the extent, you know all that has happened. Yes. Either governor run away from government house or deputy governor run away from government house. All those are part of Bayelsa's ugly history. But you can see in our season of restoration, all those things are changing. At a time that even people who selected their own assemblymen and women, most of those states, the assemblies are locked up, they can't even sit. But in the spirit of the new Bayelsa, all institutions of our government are working peacefully and in unity to achieve the objectives of restoration. And that is why I said I should begin with this message that people should understand that you are living at a time that God wants healing, God wants restoration on this land. In some states, some not too far from us, even the judiciary, which is not a political organization, a political branch, even those ones cannot even sit. Crisis. But here, in spite of everything else, you see that all institutions, the party, the executive arm, the assembly, the judiciary, and all of us are united. First, I want to congratulate all Bayelsans and all of you for this feat. and say that as we step onto these seasons of elections and electioneering, you should not forget that all of us have a duty to protect this legacy of peace, this legacy of stability. And anyone, no matter how highly placed, wherever the person may come from, who wants to take this state back to those forgotten days of crisis, we will all pray that they should fail in Jesus' name. Amen. Because now, we live here peacefully as brothers and sisters. We sleep with our two eyes closed, and we have peace. Our state is united. Our state is making progress, and our state is stable, to the envy of a lot of people. And it is my hope that with working with all of you, our leaders, we'll continue to keep it so. You are all aware of what your government is doing, because we are a government produced by the party. As I said a short while ago, and a number of you know, those who tried to contest elections in the past, about the last elections, when some of our brothers went out and then formed the Labour Party out of grievances, we discovered, for those of us who contested re-election, when we went around campaigning, that was when we knew the advantage you have when your party, the government produced by your party, is performing. I went around then, my constituency, Sabama Federal Constituency, which I had the honor of representing. And in every community that I stepped on, they told me my party was rotten. They told me that the government of my party had failed them. They told me that some of them that they were not willing to vote for my party. But I thank them. A number of them also told me, you have been a worthy representative. You have been a good and dedicated servant of our people. We will vote you in your own. And we know what we went through. Some people had to resort to hijacking electoral materials. But those of us who went round our people, who maintained contact with our people, who listened to our people also never failed us. And so, my message to you all, party faithfuls, party leaders, particularly at this time when the drums of elections have started beating, is that this is when you should propagate the achievements of your party's government in power. Because your government is working. Your government has performed. When I drive around and see what within this short period we have all worked together to put on ground, sometimes I'm marveled. But let me also tell you, I have a sense of contentment, of gratitude to God, from whom all powers flow, and also to you, the people, for this mandate, that have not failed you people, have not failed God Almighty, and have also not failed my conscience. This is a time for you to highlight and propagate what your party's government has done, so that those who will be candidates of our party, when you are our candidate and you are campaigning to win House of Assembly election in Ayama, in Ogolodi, in this area, and you point at this road we are doing in Southern Nigeria, they will know that you have performed. All the elections you want to contest in Southern Nigeria, and you say you are PDP, our government has performed. This road that has been on the drawing board for how many decades, we have started it and we will finish it. The people will hear are contesting an election in Kolokuma, and you tell them about the Boro Road that your government started and completed within the first 1 year. And you see the NYSC center that has been on the drawing board since the creation of Bayelsa. And it is better than most of the federal universities in this country. Just go there. We are a talk and do government. And in Kayama alone, you will lose count of the projects there. Schools and hospitals and whatever. Or is it in Sakbama local government that you will see that forest now also one of the best colleges of education in our country? And you move down. By December, there's some feeling of the much talked about, much promised, and always failed. That road that has been on the drawing board, always people talk about it, but never do, never finish. By December, January latest, the sand filling would have been completed from Sakama to Ekirimo. Right now, as we speak, the sand filling has gone beyond Ofoni. Yes. Because of the conflicts within the breaches, because everywhere we have creeks and so on, they will connect it. By next year, my good people of Ekirimo, by mid next year, when these people finish the sand filling, even if it is Okada, just like Nembe people are using Okada to Nembe, we will use Okada to get to Ekirimo. Or is it the schools and the hospitals in Ekirimo local government we talk about? Not to talk of the programs we have of our game and the deep sea port. So, now talk of Yenagoa, you will lose count. Yenagoa is something else. And I told somebody recently, say, I don't know the politics you are playing, no. Don't know where you are playing it, whether it is on the moon. But if it is Yenagoa, and your people know that projects that were put on ground here are over 100 billion, and they appreciate it. I'm not just their governor, I'm Ogun. I'm a member of Ogun, the chief, high chief of Ogun. So, I said this politics that they are doing on the moon and sun, I'm gonna listen ground to. That I haven't took out. Or is it remember you are campaigning? When that road that has been planned for 50-something years.
Yes. Chronic project. Yes.
Now as we speak, I'm told that they use Okada always and they use even vehicles now to drive straight to Nembe. Because the security arrangements will be too much for that. Don't try it even. Do your consultation, do your prayers. If it is from God, you will get it. As we got it, so if it is from God, you will also get your own. But if it is not your own, be patient. Because it is turn by turn. If today your leaders tell you, no, don't worry, you take it easy first. This is the way we are looking at it. You just play along, people, because tomorrow the same people will come and call you and say, come. There are examples of so many people in this state who wanted to kill people, even to get smaller offices. Some wanted to be councillors, some wanted to be chairmen of local government areas. They shot all the guns, they didn't get it. But when they went home, the same people who were fighting them said, no, come to assembly. Bam. They came. As they came to assembly, firm up. You want to shoot. The time you want, God will not give you. The time you don't even expect, you won't even spend money, people will just sit together and say, come. This is the man we want. That is the way God works. So, be patient. Be patient. Even when your stakeholders and leaders and the party system intervenes and talks to you, make room for patience. Okay? And knowing that if today is not your own, maybe God is adding jara for you, waiting. The one that is waiting for you may be better than this one that you want to kill yourself for. So I thought I should also share that with you. Now, I want to thank you all for your kind words of support and encouragement. I assure you that our state is in safe hands. This is the president's base. And part of what we all have a duty to do is to maintain it to be safe and stable. Okay? Even when there are people who ought to know that, who don't know that. You and me should know that, not so? Yes. So we work and maintain this place to be safe as a base of our leader, the president. That's my duty, that's what I'm doing. So don't look right or left. We work together to make this place safe. And please continue to do it. The chairman and ward chairman, I believe that our chairman has delivered our message to you all. Yes. Huh? Yes. Okay. You are very important to us, and that is why that message has come. And going forward, you will be treated with all amount of respect and difference that is due you, because you are the base. People don't vote here in Yenagoa, except people from Yenagoa look at it. All of us, Chairman and I, will all go back to join new people. And you have a lot of responsibilities, because even the primary process starts with you people, have you? Yes. So keep your wards and others safe. If you notice any violence, just make a report immediately. We know what to do. Because we want violence-free activities. This is what I have for you all. And just to assure you that we are always there, willing to support the party, as we always do. And I urge you all at all levels of the party, work with your elected officials. If you are chairman of a party, of our party in the local government areas, apart from working well in your working committee, work with the council chairman, because you are to put your heads together to hold our councils for us. Even all these primaries and other things coming, just like myself and chairman are working, and the working committee working with me. That's how it should be. Same if you are a ward chairman, work with our councillor. Work with our councillors and our supervisory councillors, because that's the nucleus. Then other appointees and other stakeholders now come to join you. I want to assure you that as you work loyally and steadfastly, our party will continue to appreciate and work with you all. I thank you all, and I look forward to seeing you all after this electioneering period. Maybe by November we should meet. Yes. Huh? Yes. By November we should meet. For those of you who will be going to Benin, arrangements are on, which the party and the political desk will brief you. We need to be in Benin to show solidarity and support, because everybody there in this country is working for us. Not so? Yes. So we need to be there to continue to show support. I thank you all, and may God continue to bless PDP. PDP!